Hello everybody. And here we go. Yes, you became a moderator, Lolly, and that's why your diamond became a sword. You went from VIP to moderator. And yeah, we are here for another lovely Steel Division League playoff game. We go from Division 4 to from Division 1 to Division 4 to see who will be the victor between Time to Collision and GGKringle, who will take this lovely victory here to advance into the semifinal. One step closer to go to Division 3, and one step closer to maybe get those sweet $15. They are on the way to get the game starting. No. And no problem, Lolly. So yeah, they said they would try their best to get the game going soon. Let's get that over here. And yeah, so then let's have a look into what they are like, how it looks like, the rule set, because it changed for everyone who didn't saw the first playoff game yesterday. The rule set changed a bit from the group phase, because in the group phase we had best of 2, and you were able to tie. That's not possible in a elimination bracket, so we switched to a best of 3, and yeah, the finals will be best of 5. The first player placed in each group got directly into the semifinal, and now we see a game between the second and the third place players of the Group A. The second spot of Group B and against the third spot of Group A. Time Television got second in Group B. GGKringle got third in Group A, and one player. They will flip a coin, then the winner will choose faction, and then afterwards loser for the games. Afterwards, loser will always choose, and then each player bans 3 maps like we had previously, and the bans will stay the same for game 2 and 3 as well, and games already played will also be banned from future games. So like it will be 6 maps for the first game, then 7 maps banned for the second, and 8 maps if we go to game number 3, like we did yesterday. Allies versus allies and X versus X is allowed. So you can choose allies, and your opponent can choose allies as well, and then you ban 4 divisions. Your opponent bans 4 divisions, and then yeah, you pick your divisions. Standard game mode, and yeah, the rest is as usual. And yeah, let's see if there's any news. They said they will do banning now. There was another group, the 3 game going on, just to finish just now, I think. Yeah, so last chance, guys, by the way, for getting your predictions in for Group 4. Go to the link in the chat if you want to get any predictions going for this group. Maybe because if you know these guys and like favor one of them, get them through and stuff, and like then you can have also something to someone to cheer for. I did the predictions as well. Can I actually see my predictions? Oh yeah, my predictions look like that. Time to Collision advancing, then Stockton beating Time to Collision, and then Stockton versus Luluyat, with Luluyat taking the victory in the end. That's my predictions. And then down here, Vasily beating a lot, and then Vasily losing to Luluyat. Those are my predictions. For Group 4, you can do yours, and there will be points for how many predictions you get right. And then at the end, we will have Oh, we will have the best player, the best one ahead, and see who knows the SD community the best. Can do the same for Division 2 and Division 3 still. For Division 1 it's sadly already closed, because in Division 1 there was already a result reported, with Nilla taking the 2-1 victory yesterday over Mr. Footlord. The game will be up on YouTube tomorrow. My cast should be up tomorrow morning. I casted that yesterday live on Twitch. It was a really, really great series. So if you missed it, have an eye on our YouTube channel. You can find a link to that down below. And yeah, follow us there. And yeah, what are these guys fighting about over? Ooh, we got those sweet, sweet $350 thanks to Mr. Jekyll Rush putting $30 more into it. So he overall gave $110 into the prize pool. Really, thanks a lot. Nearly 1/3 of the prize pool coming from this nice donor. Really, really awesome. And that means we got our next level stretch goal. That means I have to do some stuff before I can show it to you again. Wait, give me a second, because I have to change the payouts, because there is a new payout now, and then we can have a look at who gets what. Price pool payouts. Look at it. So we have now 2 lottery tickets. Number 1, number 2, $20. And the first place now takes away $100. And for those guys we will see now, it's about these $15, because they're from Division 4. Yeah, winner Division 4. There was a stretch goal for $250 that the Division 4 winner also gets $15. It's really nice. $100. We are in the triple digits area now for the first place. That was what I was hoping for, but I didn't thought we would get that. Really happy we got there. Really, really happy. I think we will get a bit higher even from now on. This number will only rise. So yeah, Mr. Sean and Mr. Gonzo already, and Nilla already at least have $25 safe, because they're in the top 4 already. And yeah, one of them might get this. And ZZ, and yeah, the price pool for Fruitlord still rising, even though he's already out. Got 50 cents more here, I think. Yeah, from $12 to $12.50. And then yeah, the second lottery ticket now. Looking forward to I will do that the lottery when the final for the first division is over. Okay, so SOD bot. Let's see. Okay, so first map, Chat Green. Interesting. Really looking forward for that. They will do bands. Wait, Ghoul, you are GGKringle? Prof Ghoul? Or who exactly are you? Okay, so do you have the bands already? And the division picks? And GG and GLHF to you. Really looking forward to cast your game. First Polish versus Horn? What is Horn? Hermann Göring. Oh, that will be an interesting game. don't think we saw that matchup too often. Ring. That will be an interesting game. So yeah, Jet Green. Let's have a look on that map. Opening up. So yeah, Jet Green is the one with the river in the middle. Then you have this little hill over here. Then you have a big town fight over here, and then you have the two hills looking in front of each other. And at this hill here is one of the most important spots, and then it's about who wins the flag over in the town. And then mostly here it's a Mexican standoff. With some side, when whoever wins this hill wins the engagement over here most of the time. But it often ends in a 14-10, and only who grinds down the enemy gets up to a 15-9 usually. Because the other flags are a bit too far away from the front line of it. 15-9s are not as common as on other maps on this one. Yeah, the division Belgium Hermann Göring is a nice one. Oh, Kolkol and Crippling Depression will play their second game as well, but we will follow this series now. We'll cast those games maybe later. Have to see how it goes, how fast we are. Also, there's the game ZZ versus US Prestor John that already got played earlier today. We'll have to look in that too at some point. We'll cast, I guess, some of them under the week. Maybe tomorrow or at Wednesday. Oh no, not at Wednesday, because Wednesday is is always time for the General's launch. Hey, Gensei. Okay, GGKringle got joined by Mr. Time to Collision just yet, so I guess they will start any second now. And then we will see an epic game on Chatwin. We will finally see some Panthers in the playoffs, some big boys. Oh, I guess we saw some of them with Amiya Kryova yesterday, but yeah, the only thing we saw was a Tiger dying, and then the game was already over before the Panther arrived. Because yeah, that game on Illumancy was pretty bad in B phase for Mr. Riplord. Because yeah, he lost the middle, and if you lose the middle on Illumancy, you're pretty much screwed. As you have to really win the flanks then to get back into the game. He did that on the next map though. He won the flanks really heavily on Harashaye. And yeah, really great series. Really, all three games were pretty good. Well, everyone who hasn't watched that, you should keep an eye on it on the YouTube channel tomorrow, because that's when they will be out. Also, I think it was a pretty solid cast by me and Mr. Theoman. So yeah, keep your eyes open. And if you don't like my voice, keep your eyes open on Angry Bird's channel, because he will cover them as well. Okay, here we go, guys. Hope you're all hyped, at least as much as I am, because I'm nearly bursting here. Really excited for all these playoffs. And now that we even hit the $350 stretch goal, like the last important stretch goal, like stuff-wise, this really gets me going. With now $100 for the first place of the league and stuff, this looks real good. Xander, you cannot download replays of the others because I didn't give you visibility to that. I can give you all the groups though, and then you can have access to that if you want to do some videos or stuff with those. I want to help some guys out. So, but yeah, you can only see yours and the first one, because otherwise you would have. I don't want to have everyone having access to all the groups and then always getting spammed and stuff. Guess I could give everyone visibility for the others as well. Anyways, 30 seconds to start. Let's see who starts on what side. Yeah, time to collision is the one with the Palcher Mega Panzer Hermann Göring. And GGKringle is the one with the first Pieczali ta Deutsche Koczykierski, the first Polish armored. So here we go. On the right side, in red, playing the Polish GGKringle. And on the left side, in blue, playing Fallschirmpanzer Hermann Göring. Time to collision. And it's time to collision, guys. It's really time to get up. And I hope both of these guys deliver here. Really want to see a good playoff game. And why are there some weird graphic bugs over here? That looks really weird. Sorry for the low graphics, but otherwise my PC would completely die. What? Because yeah, streaming puts a lot of stress on your PC, and yeah, I have to change the thermal paste on my GPU over the next couple of days anyways, because they're working on their limit at the moment. Did put some cooling packs under my PC today, so I hope they will keep holding for one game, and then we'll change them after each game. Yeah. So, Time to Collision going for the aggressive start with a lot of 222s. Those are, right? Yeah, 222s. My favorite 20mm cannon card from Normandy 44. And on the other side, we have quite a couple of infantry units already coming out. 5 Ognias. I guess he wants to rush over here, and some over here. Really want to get some early flags down here. As, yeah, GGKringle is the one with the more aggressive income. Having Flatline versus Time to Collision, giving us the first player with balanced. Being the first player with balanced in the playoffs. Nice to see already 23 guys around. Good to have you all here. And that was my WhatsApp. Okay. Hermann Göring, Flammenwerfer. Hermann Göring, Ersatztruppen. So yeah, it's a good amount of units in the north. Let's see how fast are 222s actually. Yeah, 80 kilometers per hour on the road. So they can get here reasonably well. Maybe try to help stopping some of the Ognias. Well, I guess we will have to wait for a couple more minutes to start. Usually in Division 4, times take a bit longer. They take a bit longer to figure out what they want to do. So I guess we will have another 5 minutes here to maybe talk about the map. Because yeah, as I said earlier on the small picture, these 2 flags are really important. Like, that can give you an advantage if you like control this road, I guess, this roadblock. And then the other flags, 2 flags you control if you control the hill. Basically these 2. Like, you cannot control this village if you not control the hill, and the other way around. Yeah, it's all about the hill. Whoever holds the hill holds everything around here. Thanks for the host, Tiger, and welcome to all of you guys who just joined in from Tiger. Hope the multiplayer campaign went well. Was the first weekend, right? Hope you all had fun there. Really good job by the guys who hosted it. I know Gensei was organizing it, and then Carlos Pulos. Really cool to see stuff like that being implemented in the community. Yeah. anyways, for everyone who just joined, we are in the Division 4 playoff game, round of 6. GGKringle on the right side versus Type Collision on the left side. And yeah, GGKringle playing the first Polish, and Type Collision playing Hermann-Göring. And they really want to. GGKringle with the flat line versus Type Collision with balance. So GGKringle has to be aggressive early on. And kind of looks like he wants to deliver on that. Because he has 6 Ognias down here. And a couple of Scholzis and Scholgovis as well. And then he has quite a lot of units up here in the north as well. No T-34s so far. So yeah, if you want to see mechanized units, you have to go to the other side. Because we have a Jagdpanzer, a couple of 222s here, and 233s as well. And then yeah, one more 222 and T-34 and another 222 up here. Yeah, that's trooping up here in the north. Oh, okay. So yeah, the overall force number of Type Collision is not too bad, but yeah, this is just he's just still so heavily outnumbered and also outclassed in the infantry department. So it's really about his armored units and about how good they can hold. I guess the anti-tank guns are a bit unnecessary. Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about the area down here, that he will be able to hold that. Not so much about about the town though. Pretty sure he will lose the town. Might be able to push in here though, maybe. As yeah, Scholzis have anti-tank grenades, I think. The SVT, Scholzi SVT. Dejan Solgovi don't have any anti-tank. And then we have Ognias, who also don't have any anti-tank, so don't really see a way for GGKringle to stop that. Thanks for the follow, Skep. And Rear 1993. Okay, interesting name. Where is that from? Skep and Rear. Looks really interesting. And yeah, okay, here we go. Pretty fast deployment, actually, from these two guys. And yeah, defensive setup for Type Collision over here. Bit of aggressive setup in the north. And on the other side, yeah, he wants to go for the hill. Wants to secure his hill in the middle as well. And then he has a lot of stuff coming in over here. Maybe a bit too many units moving over here. Actually, plays on the T-70. Not a big fan of this unit. Really, you need all the T-34s you can get. Oof. Slight mistake over here from GGKringle, not moving his Hydra unit. Yeah, Ognias moving up. Shouldn't be a... Yeah, the 233 might be able to get it. Yeah, gets a shot up. Or does it? No, actually doesn't. Okay. So I guess it aimed on a couple of these and then left this one unscathed. So yeah, GGKringle so far got into the positions he wanted. These units have to be careful though. Yeah, first one getting killed in transport. Get rest, moves away. Ah, loses another unit in transport. That is never good. And yeah, he misses anti-tank capabilities a bit. Like even his 52 piece don't have anti-tank capabilities, and yeah, he loses too many units in transport here. How's the fight in the north going? He has some Ochial Kani here, so they should be able to deal with 222s. They have PTRDs. But in the south, he deals with the infantry, but then all the 222s and 233s coming in, and he has nothing to deal with those. I guess T-70s are actually pretty solid against those units, like pretty cost efficient, but yeah, he has to get them in first. Brings in some armored units now, but I fear that maybe all his infantry will be dead by the point his armored units arrive. Well, I guess he can hold out a bit longer over here. Whoa, the 222 getting killed by M3s? Yeah, the 50 cults killing the 222. There was an important kill there. As this forces the units over here to move up and try to deal with the infantry. Time to collision at the moment are 13-11. Yes. GGKringle just took the flag in the north. Yeah, he should be able to push in over here. But yeah, time to collision reinforces with more armored units. GGKringle needs an answer for that. Doesn't have an answer so far. Maybe bring in some IL-2 bombers. They can't kill spy wagons. Yeah, like all kinds of spy wagons. 233s and 222s pretty easily. Loses all his M3s, so yeah, he cannot deal with stuff that well anymore. Has a couple of T-34s up now, but this is like, yeah, the T-34s can't do anything against the Jagdpanzer, so he has to should be able to deal with the 233 relatively easily. But then when the Jagdpanzer comes up, he cannot push any further. Overinvest a bit into AT now. Don't need that many guns. Yeah, as I said, the infantry might be dead by the point that everything arrives. He at least has one more Desert Strelgovi surviving over here. Oh, the other one also doesn't die. Okay, 233 gets killed. Other one survived though. And yeah, in the north, you can hear to deal with the push, to push in. This is really bad because yeah, GGKringle needs to win in the first 20 minutes. Afterwards, it would get really hard for him, and he's not doing that right now. Like, he's not trading efficiently whatsoever. I guess the infantry fights up here are somewhat okay. The Sazatsturpen usually don't do much, and yeah, the Ochinalkani have 3 DPs, so they have good damage output. And yeah, as long as it's infantry fights, GGKringle is doing well. But he cannot really deal with the Jagdpanzer. That's the issue. And yeah, that's Troopen over here also should get melted soon by the additional Strelgovi. Couple of Flammenwerfers coming up. M42s opening fire. Okay, those actually get the kill. Whoa. Whoa. Why were you turning over here? Okay, that was a big mistake by Time to Collision. Okay, take everything back I just said, guys, because with the Jagdpanzer dying, the flank is open. Come on, GG. I hope he recognized it. Looks like he didn't, though. Actually loses a 52p over here. As yeah, otherwise, if he would have seen that the Jagdpanzer is dead, I think he would have pushed in instantaneously over here. Because there's nothing to stop his T-34 right now. Second Jagdpanzer coming up though. So the window is not endless. And it's getting smaller and smaller actually. Time to collision pushing in the north. Actually breaking through most of the Deutsche These are not able to getting the kill here. Okay, finally gets a kill on the 222, but he also deals with T-34s. Brings the T-34s of his own now, and some Su-76s, and I would have liked to see a couple of them from earlier, from the get-go. Thanks for the follow, Ricky. So epic. So yeah, those could have dealt with all the 222 spam pretty easily. It's actually now Time to Collision getting the 1410, because he takes over the flag over here and the flag over here. But the numbers of infantry units is still somewhat fine here for GGKringle. He just had to let them fall back. Didn't lose any General Kani units fully yet, though. Those two getting pretty low, but yeah, as long as there are 3 men left, they can still all fire the DP, and still all fire PTRDs and stuff. So yeah, these are multitasking, capable of multitasking. So keeping them at 3 men is actually pretty fine. As soon as they fall under 3 man, it's shitty. PTRD pinging T-34 over here. Let's see how the T-34 battle over here goes. First shot not being a kill for GGKringle, even though he has a 2-star. Second shot also not being the kill. Oh wow. Okay, third is the charm. Getting the kill in over here. Another T-34 coming up, so I think he's pushing back over here. How is it in the south? Yeah, he didn't push, and now the Jagdpanzer arrived. T-34 arrived. Quite a number of infantry units arrived. Time to collision, maybe a bit over-investing into the south now, but he really wants to stabilize on the position he's in. GGKringle bringing in sound infantry to secure this flag. Over here, getting the bailout on this T-34, but loses one of his as well. But yeah, that's 2-to-1 trade so far for GGKringle in the north. And yeah, his Haji Al-Khani are still all alive. So that's important. Stealthy leader units, recon units over here. Time to collision really getting good usage out of those guys. Spotting the SUs. Yeah, having them in good cover now. If they stand still, they get more stealth now, so they should be really hard to spot. Shouldn't be spotted by the SUs for sure. Yeah, and they are on neutron fire, so they don't throw anything on them. Haji Al-Khani is still trying to ping down the T-34 with the PTRD, not being able to. Oh wow, okay, the SU actually drove directly into them. Okay, then even with the best stealth in the world, you will be discovered. If an SU is driving directly over you, I guess they will hear you scream, so yeah. SUs finish them off. Get a bit of HE damage though, as I guess the Officers threw a couple of hand grenades on them. Not getting the kill though. And SU firing on Speerwagen. And they got the kill there. Couple of good trades for GGKringle in the last couple of minutes, but yeah, he needs to get more. Now we're in B phase, and from now on he will get less income per minute than time to collision, so he really has to get the trades in. IL-2 cluster bomber coming in the south. And that's a good idea. I guess he only brings them in B, so he's saved some cash up to get them in now. Yeah, this one will not escape. I don't think so. Yeah, that one is dead. Jagdpanzer going down. GGKringle getting the first kill here. Brings in the real big boy though. Mr. Storm Tiger himself arrived on the battlefield. GGKringle invested into 3 mortars. So yeah, he really wants to push in here now. Having some good attack patterns over here. Really liking that. Some creeping barrage for his infantry from one flag to the other. Yeah, he overwhelmed the infantry of time to collision completely, and time to collision has to be careful. You don't want to lose this T-34. Want to move it to a better position and wait for reinforcements. And yeah, that's where the investment in the south starts to cost him. GGKringle, I guess, didn't is not microing down here right now though. As yeah, those T-34s don't do anything. They all die to the same pack 38. Buys a couple more now. I guess he hopes that the last T-34 can be able to kill the pack 38. Doesn't look like it right now though. Wait, guys. Sun is directly shining into my face. That doesn't work out. Okay. Now here we go. T-34 should be able to like, yeah, the T-34 of GGKringle should be winning. No, nearly casting curse the one here. Can time to collision get out of sight? No. Wait. Yeah. Oh wow! I cast a curse hitting. So even though GGKringle got the first shot up, Wasn't able to kill with that. Wasn't able to kill with the second shot either. And then died to the second shot of time to collision. That was really unlucky there. Gets the flag back though, so it's back to 12-12. Needs one more flag somewhere. Yeah, guess it would be a good idea to try to push over here. And now an issue of Panzer Grenadiers not having Panzer Shreks will come in, because first Polish can bring in a lot of T-34s and stuff, and if you don't have Panzerfausts in your town, then your infantry unit will just be rolled over by all the T-34. Hopefully GGKringle will clean a couple more there. Invested in a couple of them in the south, but has to be careful as a Flak 41 just arrived. And that one will one-shot every T-34 if it hits. Chelsea is arriving. Engaging Ersatztruppen. Yeah. Flak 41 opening fire now. Not getting a hit with the first shot, but the accuracy of this one is pretty good, and yeah, gets a kill with the second shot. Already halfway stressed out though, so has to start killing more, but gets the kill on the next one. Can get the kill on the third one as well. No hit with the first shot, but it will take a while until it is fully stressed out, so I think it should be able to get the kill on the last T-34 as well. As the fire rate of the T-34 is not the greatest. Am I casting cursing this Flak 41 as well? Gets pinned, but gets the kill. Okay, no, okay. And that's a fair trade. Getting 5 men killed on the Flak 41 for getting T-34 killed. I would always take that trade. T-70 opening fire on some Panzer Grenadiers. And we have an ME 410 up here. What exactly the mission of that one is. One was really high in the sky, yeah. JO-87 coming in with the cannon board version with two 37mm AP cannons. So the T-70s and T-34s of GGKringle have to get in cover. Well, first one dies to the Pak 38, so no target for the G2 at the moment. A lot of infantry for GGKringle coming in, and even getting fire support by the SUs. So time to collision brings in another Flak 41. Yeah, you need like 4 or 5 T-34s to cost efficiently roll over a Flak 41. Everything else, and you will lose too many T-34s to be cost efficient in your trading. Yeah, that's open over here, getting pinned down by all the Chelseas. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Hermann Göring's infantry isn't like Ersatztruppen are not trading cost efficiently against First Polish infantry whatsoever. But they're holding the line, and then that allows your armored units to win you the game. And yeah, GGKringle was supposed to win in the first 20 minutes, and he didn't even take down time to collision whatsoever. Finally starts doing so now. Getting to a 13-11 by capturing the flag down here. But yeah, that's still 32 minutes. He doesn't have 32 minutes. 32 minutes would mean minute 48. Yeah, right. Where's the Storm Tiger? Lol. Guess the SU got killed. That the Storm Tiger? Yeah, Storm Tiger got killed by the SUs. Somehow. No, wait, what? Or was it an IL-2 run? I think I missed some of the airplay. It was a bit too zoomed in. Storm Tiger burning down over there. Flammenwerfer might be able to kill those Chelseas down here. If not, that would be really bad for time to collision. And yeah, they go down now. Because that would mean he will lose this flag, and then he will start ticking down now. Again. Another T-34 coming in for GGKringle. But he wants to get into a 1v1 with the Flak 41, and that will not work out. Yak 3 and Yak 1 coming in. Getting forced back by the Flak 41 though. And the Ju-87 gets out. Finally, some AA from GGKringle hitting the field, but he lost all his tanks in the north. Oh my god. All the T-34, all the T-70s gone. And he needed them so badly to push over here. The G2 really doing some work there from that collision together with his own T-34s. This puts Mr. GGKringle under a lot of pressure. As I said, 13-11. No way that will be enough. T-34 over here gets utterly molded by the Flak 38 and the Flak 41. Yeah. Now, that collision brings in a lot of reinforcements in the south, and the only thing coming for GGKringle is the one Stolzy squad. As he's trying to invest into the north. He needed the tanks he had so badly. Cannot afford to reinvest in here. Needed to push in here. And maybe even push in over here. Get to a 59. And instead, he lost everything there. Time to collision has to be careful though. You don't want to get over eager now. You don't want to start pushing in before you have the units to do so. As if he runs in and loses too many units, he might actually give GGKringle the chance to come back. And that would be pretty unnecessary because he's in a good position anyways. So there's no real reason to allow his opponent to come back. SU-76 dying to Flak 41. And that's real bad. Yeah, like those Flak 41s doing so much work for GGKringle, for time collision. Stopping airplanes, stopping tank pushes everywhere. And yeah, now allowing him to take the hill into the south again, and that's back to a 12-12. Now time to collision can chill again. Just wait. Thanks for the follow, Watsini. Yeah, it looks a bit bad for your boy right now. Hope he can get back into it. Losing quite a couple of flags, actually going back to 13-11 now. So time to collision now in the lead. Now it's minute 20, so now he has 40 more income per minute. So GGKringle has to really start trading efficiently now. Well, it's only game 1, so even if he loses here, nothing is over there. But yeah, would be nice for him if he could save get game 1, get ahead in the series. But yeah, it doesn't look like it right now. Time to collision really having all the units down. And yeah, with the hill in the south captured and all the setup he has, it will be real tough for GGKringle to get a dent in. I think something GGKringle could have used more is the air tap of First Polish. Like, all he achieved with it was killing one Yak Panzer and then not even following that up. If you have to be critical about something in particular. I think his tank play was a bit, yeah, like he was a bit unlucky not getting the Flak 41 totally pinned down and roll it over. His infantry fight is pretty solid. Lacking a bit of micro, but it's understandable in Division 4. You don't micro like a Nilla or a Gonzo. But yeah, his airplay overall, like he lost so many units, 2 air units of time to collision, and he didn't do anything with the amazing air tap that First Polish has. Trying to get on the tail of this Ju-87 now, but the Flak 41 might force him back here, and yeah, Flak 41 and even a Flak feeling now too, forcing back the Yaks. The other were ME410. So yeah, what GGKringle needs now is a couple more of these 37mm and giving them some veterancy to stop these G2s from doing more damage to him, and then really push this forest, this town. Finally, some Tigers arriving for time to collision. Guess he has them in the sea phase card. That's dangerous, because GGKringle has not much to stop Tigers. He has a couple of Su-85s, And I think I saw the first one appearing just... Yeah. SU-85. SU-76 can penetrate them, but the chances are pretty slim. And not if and they for sure cannot kill them if they have their gun jam. And then you have your Cis-2s? Yeah, Cis-2s, anti-tank guns. Sorry guys. But I don't know if you can do it with those either. Like the chances you can, but the chances are not the best. Two IL-2 cluster bombers coming in, but they're too close together. Actually, they both get stressed out before they arrive. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, might even lose some of them now. Especially with the ME-410 coming in on the hunt. Okay, time to collision. Not wanting to chase them down. I don't know where he's actually going. GGKringle realizing he has to deal with the AA before he can call in his planes again. Trying to kill the flak feeling. Will not achieve that though. And Tiger gets popped. But PTRD's only bouncing in all directions. And yeah, the flak feeling move out of time collision. Good micro there. Also microing hits his flak feeling now. Hits his flak 41. To get it out of there. GGKringle finally being back to a 13-11 as he finally catches this flag, but yeah, that's minute 50. That means he would need to force GGKringle to run out of units. Good usage here, killing the flak feeling. Good usage on the flak 41 as well. Should be able to bring in IL-2 soon again, because they didn't drop their payload, they didn't got too damaged, they didn't use too much of their fuel, so the countdown should be relatively low. Would like to see the the 37mm AA moving up a bit, and then he can deal with the Tiger. Then he might be able to get a big breakthrough in the north, which would force time to collision to move in over here or over here. Yeah, G2's coming in though, and that's why I said 37mm should be a bit closer, because the G2 will for sure get a run in. And yeah, kills another T-37. T-34, what? T-37? It was mixing 37mm with T-34 there. Bit of a brain fart on my end. Not the most awake today. Great infantry here coming in for time collision. So he gets the infantry advantage now, as Valkyrie are really good units. Against the the Panzer Grenadier, Hammer and Panzer Grenadiers are good as well, but the Valkyries are really where Hammer shines. Especially in town fights. SU-85 opening fire on the STK. Yeah, it's pretty close to being totally lost for GGKringle. It took quite a bit too much time. But I think he has a slim chance of grinding down time collision with all his howitzers. It really depends if how full his deck is in C phase and how much AA time collision has overall. Because I think the air tab for Post Polish is really good, and the IL-2 bombers can do a lot of stuff against infantry as well. Whilst the G2 anti-tank planes at some point get rather useless. We have a mortar versus mortar fight here now as well. Or I guess artillery versus mortar, and then we have mortars firing both in the towns, but those are half-track mortars, so they don't die that fast to artillery. GGKringle really trying his best though, bring it back to 12-12 now. Don't like him trying to push anywhere. I really think the time for trying to push anywhere and winning it via time are over. And it's really about, can you grind down Hammer now, or can you not do that? J87's coming in again. SU-85 going down over here. Finally, the Yaks might be able to get a kill here. Come on. Yeah, get the first kill. Finally, some air-to-air kills here. Second one escapes though. And Tiger is still alive. Black 41 really low on shells now. And finally the L2 cluster bombers coming in. That's what I waited for. Those shit get the kill now. You never should get them this close together though, especially if the opponent has Flag 41, because AoE effect of it will always kill you. Nice. We might get a 2-for-1 here? No, only gets the Tiger. Doesn't get the 2-3-1. And the ME410 should be able to get at least one killed. No! Oh, AA being the hero in time here. And yeah, the AA setup of GGKringle is really terribly nice now. Let's see if he can outlast time to collision in the artillery fight. There, as he gunned down one G2, killed the Tiger, the first one. I think we will see a couple of them more. Really don't like this one, this move down here though. Don't think he should push in here. Might work out for now. But he really has to be conservative with his units from now on. He is behind. And the way to get ahead is a long one and a hard one. Good to see him using the utility of smoke now. Another Flak 41 coming in. Together with a supply truck. I don't know how deep time to collision stacks are, but he's usually a team player, so I guess they will be relatively deep. Really, I'm looking forward to see how this goes. Yeah. Really good medium mortar usage out of GGKringle over here. Killing the flak feeling was really important. And yeah, killed quite a lot of infantry with it as well. Don't know what this 2-3-1 tries to achieve. Well, got killed by PTRDs. Would like to see GGKringle unloading his second M30. Would be surprised to see time to collision not having any long-range artillery in his deck though. There we go. GGKringle finally taking the 13-11 lead again. Ooh. This might end badly for his planes. At least he has a second one that gets focused now. So they both might escape. Ooh, this one is doing weird turns though. Flag feeling has to reload, but should get a kill still. This one is already trailing flag smoke, yeah, and there we go. Yak 1B going down. Valkyrie arriving together with some friendly leader in a 251/9 with the KVK 37 75mm gun, short barrel. I think that's the one that was also in the Panzer III. Like, they maybe took it out of the Panzer III and mounted it on this one when they put the long barrel ones into the Panzer IIIs, or like they had some of them left over. But at least not the Panzer III, the Panzer IV I meant. Sorry. The old versions. Really good for dealing with infantry. But you have to be careful with the low armor. Especially against units with PTRDs. Using 2 units in transport already here, and really good at aim by GGKringle here with his 2-star mortars. They have quite aim time, but he also really predicted well where those Valkyrie would go, instantaneously pinning them. And time to collision cannot afford to lose those units forever like that. It's a really good start here for GGKringle. So you were maybe betting on the right guy after all, Rodzini. As GGKringle really is starting to get some work in here. Showing us why he went to the playoffs. T34 coming up over here. We'll have a rough time killing both with 2-3-1. Well, at least that was already achieved. But can he kill the Panzer IV as well? No, he cannot, as a Flak 38 stops him dead in his tracks as well. A couple of G2s coming in. I don't think they can achieve much, as there's actually no T-34s in the front line right now. There's a couple more coming up in the back line, but there's also quite a bit of AA, so I don't think the Ju-87 will be able to shoot anything before the AA forces them back. And actually, one of them might be going down. 85mm, yeah, getting the kill there. So another G2 going down here in the end. We'd like to see some stars here on those AA pieces. Time to collision's investment in the south worked out though. Getting the flag back here, so it's back to a 12-12. But yeah, it's really about the attrition now, and I think GGKringle did a good job in the last 5 minutes. Getting it back into his favor. And yeah, he has the long range artillery. No long range artillery so far on time to collision side. Finally brings one gun in here with 150mm. The Sheriff Helto beats 18. Yeah, he loses the flag over here. Somehow loses the flag down here again as well. So it's back to 13-11, but yeah, this timer doesn't mean much. It's really a war of attrition now, as we are about to, like, yeah, that would be ticking down by minute 60. So yeah, by that phase you usually win by attrition and not by winning the time, like just a flag battle. No, screen is not frozen for me. Like, yeah, should be working fine. Jared. Welcome to the chat though. Call, can you send me your games as a direct message? Yeah, like your replays, without any spoilers in the name of the replay? So I can cast them without knowing who won. And maybe if there were only 2 games, can you send me a 3rd game as well, with a fake name? So I don't know how game number 2 will go out as either. That would be real nice of you. And yeah, GGKringle doing the same mistake again, bringing the L2s too close together in as well. At least brings... oh no, he doesn't bring in the fighters deep enough, so he might actually lose one of the L2s over here. This is one of the T-34 getting sniped? Yeah, T-34 getting sniped by a Panzer IV over here. But this M4... ME410 goes a bit deep here as well. Doesn't get shut down just yet. Should get out, yeah. But it was pretty close there. Counter battery off time to collision coming in now. With the 150mm mortar. Artillery gun. Starting to kill the 120mm of GGKringle here. Some AA coming in for GGKringle in the south now as well. Yeah, he still keeps the flag, but yeah, as I said, the flag's only minor thing to look at right now. It's really about who wins the attrition war. And time to collision has the upper hand there, not just because of the traits he had so far, but also because he has the better income. So you can throw in more units on the front line faster. Well, you mean this one? But you have to walk out of the forest to get this flag. You don't want to walk out of the forest. And yeah, as I said, because you just will die there to the MG42. And it's really not about taking flags right now. It's like, maybe if you get to 59, but that's not gonna happen before you fought your way through the attrition right now. So it's really not worth it throwing away some of your 12Cs for a flag. Yeah, one loop, it's still first game. And yeah. First Polish versus Palchering and Hungarian. GGKringle now thinks about, well, this Panzer IV was able to deal with 2 T-34 of mine. Let's see how he can deal with 1 T-34 of mine. Let's see how he can deal with 2. Should be able to get the kill there in the end. Let's see, maybe he loses one of his T-34s there as well. Before he gets the kill. Shouldn't now. I think he should pin him with the next shot. Well, shot might gets the shot out, so no, okay, yeah. Panzer IV dies, T-34 survives. And A-Net gets better and better for GGKringle. Brings in another artillery gun down here now. Second Storm Tiger though, arriving on the map. And only one artillery gun so far for time collision still. Who now brings in a lot of light grenadier stuff. Those guys have a lot of MP44s and MG42s. So you really have to pin them down with artillery, otherwise you will out DPS your infantry. But really, GGKringle, if you win the game in the end, you will have to thank those mortars so much for it. They pinned down so many infantry units of time to collision, they killed so many infantry units of time to collision. Okay, his infantry fight was pretty solid. His tank fight was mediocre. Like nothing great. But his artillery, his mortar play was really, really good. So far. Some 150mm artillery guns, shells coming in. And yeah, Time Collision now having the second artillery gun out on the field, but lost the first one to counter battery. Exploded here. Guess he had the ammunition truck a bit too close, and yeah, the ammunition truck exploded and killed the 150mm in the same second. You always want to move. Yeah, this is good placing. Because if your ammunition truck gets hit, your 150mm is also toast if it's right next to it. You really want to watch out for that. GGKringle really setting up a good AA net now. Now finally getting some spacing into his IL-2s. So one of them might be able to get its bombs dropped now. I think they're too far apart now to both get affected. No, they still get both affected. Okay, not fully though. So yeah, the second one might be able to get bombs off. No, gets pinned down as well. T-34 dying over here. Couple of Cis-3s arriving now. Yeah, GGKringle's having a really good setup, but he will struggle with the Tigers if he cannot get his IL-2s in, so he really has to deal with the Flak 41s. As Flak 41s plus Tigers might be the way for Time to Collision to win this game. But yeah, the counter battery of GGKringle is painful. Annihilating the artillery plug of Time to Collision right now. As the second 150mm is getting screwed over here now. M30s are such cost-efficient units. You can also use them as heavy AAT pieces with the heat shells. Like if you need something to deal with Tigers. The L2 call-in was a bit unnecessary. Kills a Panzer IV over here, but yeah, Tiger you cannot kill. If you cannot kill it, just pin it. And that's what he's trying to achieve now. One thing that might happen to GGKringle is that he maybe runs out of ammunition though. And that would be a bit painful for him. And also, yeah, still Time Collision has tiny units, has half-tracks. Like the units he gets are just so much better, but he is trading more and more inefficiently over the last couple of minutes. Good hit here. But yeah, loses the next artillery gun. Should be able to deal with his Chelseas relatively well here. Yeah, pushing them in was a bit of a mistake by GGKringle. Finally opens mortar fire onto the Flag 41. But it still gets the IL-2 pinned. IL-2 call-in was a bit too early. So Tigers will still survive. But yeah, ammunition might be a problem for GGKringle. I don't know how many ammunition trucks he brings in. He actually brought in the Season2 here, Dushka, to the front line to help out dealing with the Flag Grenadiers. It is just a 10-point unit, and yeah, Dushka can deal good damage against infantry. But Tiger doing some solid work for time collision. And GGKringle not as good with the timing as on his IL-2s right now, so yeah, with 3 Tigers, this actually might change again. GGKringle really having good AA setup, having good artillery setup now. Killing the G2 down here. But his T-34s will not be enough to deal with Tigers, so he really needs his IL-2s. And for that he needs to deal with those Flag 41s. Needs to artillery them somehow. Lose the flag in the south as well. Thanks for the follow through Waldo. I think HMG fire is fine. Like, it's effective under points where it's supposed to be effective, and that's on moving targets. And that it forces units to take cover. If you move while being shot at by a heavy MG, you die so fast, but it's really not dealing that much damage against units in cover. And that's not supposed to... That's not where it's supposed to deal damage, right? Like, I mean, you cannot kill units in cover with a heavy MG, because you also cannot really aim on them. So like, even in yellow cover, it's relatively hard to hit them. Like, it's easier. I think the aim penalty for normal guns is lower. With another ammunition... Well, if you killed more ammunition trucks out of time collision, I guess time collision is the one who runs out of ammunition first. Forces back the L2 again, though. 85mm now, opening direct fire onto the Flag 41. You don't see that combat too often. Like direct fire between 2 flag guns. Like not even mounted flag guns, like having Dushkas versus 20mm Gepards or something, that I saw quite often, but 85mm is engaging Flag 41s. I think that's something I only saw like once or twice before. Like, yeah, you want to place heavy SMGs like the one Time Collision had over here. Time Collision had an heavy MG over here, and that's really good, because everything that moves out of the forest over here gets pinned down really fast and gets actually killed pretty fast, but yeah. Ooh, another nice kill on another melt here, so yeah, it might actually be Time Collision running out of ammunition first, so that would be really nice for GGKringle. Might also get the Storm Tiger here. No, Storm Tiger moves back. Flag 41 should be able to get the pin here. Maybe 410's trying to get behind it. Not being able to. And now, what is this? What are you... Where are you going? What? Okay, they disappeared into the skies. Well, I mean, that makes sense, right? That they disappear when they go too high. That is a disengaged route, but still looks weird. Spelzy's getting killed over here. Getting killed. So time collision brings us back to 1410, and he needs a 15-9 now, I think, because yeah, he's really starting to trade inefficiently. Or not starting to trade inefficiently. He was trading inefficiently in the last 15 minutes, after trading pretty efficiently in the first 20 minutes. But I think he's in the trouble now, number-wise. Like, I don't know how deep this deck is, and GGKringle seems to be pretty deep for flatline deck. Having a good here on the 450mm again, really winning the artillery war heavily. Killing another Flak 41 over here, leaving this one to be the last one on the field in the north. So only 2 more Flak 41s, and this one being really low on numbers. Only 2 more men being on this one. So yeah. And he's already brought down back to a 13-11. Really being a bit over-eager here, and it's amazing how well GGKringle never losing hope here, never losing his mind, and always like never doing any super hurry pushes. I wasn't the biggest fan of some of his pushes, not the biggest one of the one here though. It makes kind of sense as he killed quite a couple of units over here. He has to be careful though. Yes, yeah, he gets pinned down by the 251/9, and if the Stormtrooper gets in range, he will be in trouble. These 2 might be able to get the kills there. Doesn't look like it though. And yeah, now the heavy MG engages as well. Wait, what was that shot of the Stormtrooper ahead? There was no units. There were no units over there. Why was it firing at that? Was it a pirate position? Collision? I don't know. Good usage of his ME410s there. Straight down the infantry. I think it was a mistake by GGKringle to start this push. Because if he loses those units, he has nothing on this hill anymore, and then it's 59 territory for Tactical Collision. It looks like GGKringle is running out of units. That's why he's doing this. As he also brings in the BA-10s. I don't think that's what you want to have right now. I think that's just units you can get. So yeah, he brings in a couple more Streltsies in the south. I think it was a bit unnecessary to throw away all these units. Like, yes, saw the chances, like the idea, but the chances weren't really great to get anything done there. And he has the air control, he has the artillery control. He didn't need to do any throwaway stuff. Finally, some Tigers getting killed. Or do they? Wow. How does that Tiger survive 3 IL-2 cluster bombers dropping the bombs left and right of it? Oh wow. That was really great for Tactical Collision there. Yeah, the Tiger's starting to do some work there, and yeah, now he can get up to a 14-10 here, I think. Ooh, GGKringle actually might lose these units as well. And he cannot afford to throw any units away, and yeah, losing 1 Streltsy here. Second one should go down in a second as well, and yeah. I think that's the win for Tactical Collision here. Yes, he will be able to overwhelm the south now completely. 85mm at least getting 1 kill there. And yeah, Valkyrie moving in everywhere. And yeah, the forces of Tactical Collision in the south are now just so overwhelming. From being pretty much a stalemate with 2 Swiss 3s and like 6 infantry units, to being outnumbered 20 to 1 units in the south. Like, I guess you can count these as well, but like, yeah, the frontline units are all down now. 4 more Streltsies standing, but yeah, they will be killed in a second. And now it's a 59. And this was just so unnecessary, because he was on a good way to winning the town. He needed to kill the Flak 41, and then he could have air control, and just kept him in a stalemate, forcing Tactical Collision to make a ballsy move that doesn't work out, instead of doing it on your own. And yeah, I can understand that. Like, yeah, this game was over at that point, but it was unnecessary for GGKringle to do it. And yeah, you can see how efficient he was in C-Phase, having 900 points more killed in the end. But like, really, this push in the south, I guess he was running low on units, but so must have time to collision. I don't think he had much in his deck either. So yeah, great game number 1, great fight, and really good show by GGKringle that he can stand up 2 times collision after a rough A phase. But yeah, he didn't make it in the end. Lost in C phase in a 50-minute game. I hope he still keeps his spirit up for game number 2, and hopefully game number 3. But yeah, we will see that in a second. Hope you all enjoyed that so far. We will be back in a couple of minutes. We'll leave you in the Be Right Back one. And then sorry guys, ripped out the microphone cable of my standing desk and then you have my microphone of my laptop, and I have an extra fan under my laptop. So yeah, that's what you hear did hear there. Yeah. So we'll have a look how game number 2 goes. Okay, so just got the information that we sadly will not have the game number 2 now, because Time Collision he had coronavirus. He just came back last week from hospital, and yeah, he said he's real tired, and I can't get that, as yeah, he's still not fully back on, fully recovered. Will take some time. So yeah, after that long game, can fully see why he want to take a break. And yeah, that means we will jump into ZZ versus Here's Prestor John, which got played earlier today. Date, game number 1. It will be on scattering. Yeah, we will jump into that right now. So yeah, we will have a game for you guys. Don't worry. Time to Collision versus GGKringle has to go out of the title, and TTC versus US Prestor. John has to go there. So let's stop this here, and let's open up the bracket for group number 1. Yes, yeah, this is where this fight is about. This is about who gets from only taking $12.50 home to at least taking $25 home, if not even more. Well, even the $12.50 can still rise, but yeah, you will take quite a bit more money home if you at least double the money if you go to the semifinals. So yeah, this is between TTC and US Prestor John. I hope we will see a good series between those two guys. Yes, on the left side, in red, we have Kato Megumizi, also known as Zizi, as the 26 guards Troll Kobe. On the right side, we have US Prestor John. Ping is what else? What other than the third guards mechanized? We're on the same map as we were in the last game between Time to Collision and GGKringle. So let's see, both sides playing Vanguard, so US Prestor John realizing that his approach of playing Juggernaut wasn't the best one. We have Kato, yeah, ZZ on the other side, 26, really big meta division. Surprised to not see it banned actually. And on the other side, third guards mechanized we don't see too often. Really interested to see how this works out for US Prestor John. If you want to see the brackets on your own, type !bracket in the chat, or like yeah. And then if you want to support the tournament, type !Matcherino. That will bring you to the Matcherino page. And yeah, there you can support the tournament directly with money. And yeah, if you want to support some YouTubers and you want to see some more great content of the Steel Division League, and you missed some of the games, type !VODs in the chat to see all the to get to a page where you can find all the links to all the games casted by YouTubers like me or like Angry Bird or Rangaroo and Kanulric, and also some guys you don't know yet, maybe like Nilla and Metalface. Like I guess most of you already follow Angry Bird and Rangaroo, but Metalface and Nilla also do some great content, and they could also need some more subscribers on YouTube. So give those guys some love as well. Link next. Yeah, the link you should see now. Yeah, there you go. So let's see how this game goes. Both playing Vanguard, so both wanting to be really aggressive. Who do you guys think will win this? I think ZZ played quite more actively lately, so I would favor him. He also really improved over the last couple of months, while US Prestor John, who was one of the best players in the early phase of the game, might not. And also follow Tiger1, who is just chatting in the chat, guys. Click on his profile, follow him. He also makes some great streams. He also has a YouTube channel now, I think. Yeah, but yeah, follow his channel as well. He streams some Steel Division. He streams some other lovely games out there that most of you will like if you like Steel Division. I think content he delivers is pretty nice. So yeah. No one can follow you at the moment, Tiger. They're all at home. Like, no one can follow you at night. There's no one out there at the moment. But yeah. We will see how this goes in a second. Yeah. Yeah, like, US Prestor John really lost a lot of his magic, I think, over the last couple of months. Still, he made it to the playoffs, so he's still a really good player, but if I would have to bet some money, I also would put it on ZZ here. Now let's see how this goes. IS-1 coming up on the other side. Really aggressive setup of US Prestor John. What the? Woo! Where does he want to go? Like, what? Like, really crossing the T here, if you want to use naval language. But I don't think he's fast enough to cross the T. And yeah, it's actually ZZ who should be able to get in here. Like, I mean, both sides have jeeps, so both sides are fast, but what the hell? A lot that will be played tomorrow, because Time to Collision is still recovering from Corona, and he's pretty tired. And yeah, they will play the game tomorrow, because yeah, after the 50-minute game, it was really cool to that he was able to play today. Like, I didn't thought that would happen actually. When I asked him if he would be able to play soon, I thought like maybe next weekend, and he was like, yeah, no, I'm fine to play this weekend. And then yeah, good to see this first game being played. Second game will be played tomorrow, and I will cover that for sure at some point. But yeah, we don't know where we'll be able to cast it live tomorrow, but we will have this game now here, and this is great content. But what? Okay, ZZ being up to 13-11 over here, and US Prestor John push is going interesting ways. Should be able to kill the OB over here, but then it's just IS-1 arrives, and yeah, first M8 going down. Push on the sub works out for US Prestor John. But yeah, the units going over here didn't work out at all. Now is an M42 is in over here. Town also went for ZZ, who has a lot of Ognomachikis and a lot of Guardias in here. And the scary speed of US Prestor John and the scary masses he usually brings got pretty much annihilated here by ZZ. And yeah, ZZ is in a great spot here. P47 not able to get on target just yet. This is a big investment. 140 points for a fighter that doesn't do much. I think that's a bit of a mistake here by US Prestor John. Brings in some Germans and some M5A1s, but what I've rather seen like 2 or 3 more infantry units and then a couple more Germans in the south instead of P47. But yeah, you cannot deal with the IS-1 at the moment anyways. So pinning down the Sis-3 doesn't help him either. It's 12-12 still, so not too bad for him, but he lost quite a couple of units. Actually brings it back to a 12-12 as ZZ pushes forward further. Let's bring up the M3A1, M3 half track. Looks like he's out of infantry. No, he has more in the south. Okay, some more rifles arriving in the south. But yeah, he brings in more Shermans over here. Don't know if you want to... Yeah, that south track is moving too fast, too far forward. Should get shut down by the M42 at some point. But yeah, you don't want to move it into the infantry directly. You also want to be more defensive down here. Lost his Stuarts here as well. The other was M8. And lost quite a couple of infantry units as well, too. Heavy flamethrowers still in the forest, but yeah. You want to have the Stuarts further back. You don't want to have them firing on T-34s. No. Yeah, loses this one to the T-34 as well. God, this is going horrible for US Prestor John. We'll lose the half-track over here as well in a second. I really don't understand the P47. 47. Like, yeah, a division with more IS-1s would be interesting. Yeah, yeah, division with quite a couple of IS-1s would be really, really nice. Those are interesting tanks. Though I kind of like it that it's like a unit that's pretty unique and only one division having it. It's also pretty cool, but yeah, it makes you wanting more. But yeah, this is going really bad for US Prestor. It's down to 1410, and he lost most of his tanks. And the ones he has are in the wrong spot. I don't think those Shermans will achieve much there. Yeah, now he brings in more Shermans, but the numbers are so stacked against him here. Armored rifles don't do much either. I mean, if you get them in good spots, they're amazing with their bazookas. But he pushes them, like really, he's too aggressive. Where does he want to go? This is the first Sherman over here now. Oh my god, this is a slaughter. We might be in for a short series here. Oh, really short series. Yeah, like even if ZZ starts making, yeah, US Prestor John surrenders here, and I can't blame him for that. Like even though the numbers are pretty low here, there was like half of his units being killed nearly there in the first 3 minutes, or like half of his units being, yeah, no, like not half, but yeah, really a lot of his units being killed. Then he also has had a fighter that was absolutely useless, and 3-to-1 KDE ratio in favor of CZ, and he didn't have anything to kill the IS-1. So can't really blame him for that. Still will do a short break, even though it was a fast game. And then we will be back with game number 2 in a second. Yeah. Uh, Here we go. Mirror match between ZZ and US Prestor John, both playing 5th as Viking. And yeah, this will be interesting. Okay. ZZ versus US Prestor John in a mirror match, even a mirror match in income. Woo! Those guys really want to bring it to a strong mirror match here. And yeah, let's see who can get it here. Dum. Well, let's speed through deployment. Frame rate today is fine, right, guys? I didn't recognize any major drops so far. Did any of you realize any major frame drops yet? Nice. That's good. I fixed the issue for the short duration now with just putting some ice packages under my PC so it cannot overheat. But yeah, that's not the long-term solution, but gotta think in short-term solutions as well. Yeah, both are Viking. No, we will not do that. So, any aggressive pushes here? US Prestor John being a bit aggressive. And ZZ, what? Why are there so many units going into this forest? Yeah, like not even to the flag, but just into this forest. Okay, interesting setup there. GZ also not bringing any tanks in. While US Prestor John having some T-34 85s and the Panther D Aufklärung. We have a lot of Flammenwerfer and Storm Pioneers against 2 Panzer Grenadiers sitting here. That's defensive setup. So yeah, it's easy really going for the defensive setup over here. A couple more units in the north. And then this unit, I really don't know what this is for. Oh wait, I don't think that will end great for the Panzer Grenadiers. Flammenwerfer already engaging. Though the heavy MG and the Panzer Grenadiers over here killed the leader unit at least. So at least those units will not have veterancy. This Prestor John keeping his Panzer Grenadiers in the back till now. ZZ starts to run away from the Storm Pioneers. Still gets shot by the Flammenwerfer though. Yeah, should be forced to surrender in a second here. So his MG42s and Panzer Grenadiers over here do a good job, at least killing some of these units. Yeah, gets surrendered. Might even lose the flag over here for some time, but gets the flag over here in the north. So Prestor John also got into this forest instead of this forest in the beginning. Well, I can understand that. You don't want to lose too many units on this road and usually use some over here. High time to collision. Great congratulations to winning game number 1. In a really interesting manner. It was a good series. And yeah, some SU-76 is coming up here. Renamed as Jagdpanzers. Against one more T-34 85. So yeah, only Soviet tanks allowed. So oh well. We don't see you, Jagdpanzer. You're a sneaky scout unit. You're not part of the Panzer arm anymore. So yeah, only Soviet tanks otherwise on the map. Or self-propelled guns. the half-tracks over here of Prestor doing a good job. One of them killing the Panzer Grenadier unit. The other one helping out, dealing some damage over here. But it's easy up to a 13-11 now with capturing 2 flags in the north. Aufklärungspanther D. Getting the Panzer Grenadiers over here. Su-76 getting the kill on the first half-track. Oh wait, what? Why did he load in the Panzer Grenadiers into this half-track again? What is this? Hey, it's on purpose. Does he want to move them over here? Well, he cannot do that, as the Su-76 is already shutting down that path. So, yeah, why is he doing that? Just to protect them, I guess. Yeah, I guess just to protect them, so the MG42 cannot engage them. Really interesting micro. Haven't seen that at all so far. Like, I haven't seen anyone loading in Panzer Grenadiers in the open back into a half-track. I saw them like you do it sometimes to reposition them, but like not just to protect them. But that's actually what the half-tracks are for, right? To protect the units from small arms fire in the open, so I guess good usage out of it there. Bringing it back out now to multiply the firepower against those Panzer Grenadiers after they are pinned. So yeah, good usage there. Surrendering another unit over here with his Storm Pioneers. Good usage of smoke as well. So yeah, US Prestor still has his micro on point. But that's not the reason he lost game number 1 for. Let's see how it goes in game number 2. This looks pretty solid so far for him. So he lost 3 flags in the north already, but captured 2 in the south as well. Setup of ZZ is final now in the south, but yeah, the Panther D is unstoppable so far for ZZ. He needs something bigger. Oh, like his own Panther A to deal with that. Su-76 killing 1 Panzer Grenadier unit in transport. Doesn't kill the second one just yet. US Prestor still bringing fighter in for ground strafing. That's something, I guess that's still a bit left over in him from back in the beginning, in the early times of Steel Division 2, when fighters were best air units to call in because they were just so amazing at strafing ground units. But yeah, now that's not the most cost-efficient way to pin down units anymore. Kills the Su-76 over here. Opens fire on another one, so yeah, really dealing well with those units of ZZ, killing the next one as well. So yeah, I think the south is really going well for US Prestor. In the north, still not many units forward. I think 1 tank got killed over here, I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, the T-34 85 got killed by the Pak 38, I guess. Well, other than that, it's still not much happening in the north. Finally, the Panzer Grenadiers engaging Panzer Grenadiers. Half-tracks coming around the corner. They have to be careful though. Yeah, the Pak 38 will usually do short process of them. Yeah, kills 2. That I don't think is a. Yeah, that's nothing. No. That yeah, half-tracks. I mean, you don't worry too much about half-tracks, but still you don't want to lose them like this. The north is really open, like only a Pak 38 stopping ZZ from capturing even more flags. Finally, some more Panzer Grenadiers coming in, but US Prestor is really fully committed to the south. Even calling in his commander now in here. This is a 80-point commander with a MG34 mounted. So he doesn't even have leaders to spread the command power around. Yeah, I don't get the 2 Ju-88s. Just like the P-47 in the first game. I don't really know what the purpose of this is. Ju-88 coming in to strafe the mortar unit over here actually. Don't know how he got vision on that, but he has. That's helpful. I guess with 20mm they can kill them at some point. Easy isn't too careful. But still, that's 180 points. Ooh! Jagdpanzer getting a real important kill here. Panther A going down, or I guess it was the Panther D. But yeah, Panther going down for ZZ. As did the last Su-76, so now ZZ is in a lot of trouble in the south, as he doesn't have any tanks left whatsoever over here. Like, any tanks whatsoever on the whole map. But in the north he doesn't need them. But in the south, without any tanks, times might be desperate for him here. Finally brings in some Gepards to stop the strafing of his mortar half-track. They actually might do the job, as the Ju-88 comes real close to them. So their accuracy is really good. But they change target, so yeah, no, the Ju-88s should get out. But yeah, I guess they forced a good reaction. Like, that's 150 points into AA, so I guess the Ju-88s did a fine job after all. By nearly killing the mortar halfback. That should be pretty black by now. Well, nah, not too black. But yeah. Forcing 150 points in AA. Pretty good. Here's Prestor John now totally collapsing the south. Only one Panzer Grenadier unit left here. I would like to see him being more aggressive with his tank deployment, like moving its tank forward as well. He could shut down everything down here. Like, there's 2 land spawns here. Then it would be easy. Would be forced to bring in units over here. And yeah, to like maybe hide them behind the hill and then move in. But that's also really predictable, so you can deal with that as well. So he's now trying to kill the Panther D. Might be able to in a second. The fucking wolf. Nope, doesn't get the kill. But should be able to deal some damage, as Prestor John did some good micro there, moving the frontal armor. Flammenwerfer killed Panzer Grenadiers, and the Panzer Grenadiers, like, yeah, mutual kill there, mutual destruction. But that still means US Prestor John gets the flag, as there's no more units behind. That was easy. And there's really no more units at all whatsoever in the south. Would like to see some AA pieces of US Prestor John, as he now knows there's danger for his tanks. But, like, yeah, we really should be able to take this flag, and also this flag, and with those 2 being taken, he should be able to get up to a 15-9. And that will force ZZ's hand here. He has to push somewhere else then, like even more than he already does, to get back into the game, because yeah, pushing the south will not be easy. Brings in a Panther A here, but there's 2 Jagdpanzers and a Panther D, and a T-34-85 further behind as well. It should be able to deal with those. Panzer Grenadier Furex coming in as well. Another Pak-38. Yeah, I really cannot understand why US Prestor John was so aggressive in A phase in the first game, also so aggressive in the start. Stops to be aggressive now. Yeah, sure, you're only balanced, but your opponent is as well. He doesn't have more income than you have, so why not just being more aggressive here? More Panther Ace coming in though. With the number of those rising, it will be harder to kill ZZ's self. Yeah, don't know why he brings in mortar units. You need AA. You just need to push. Like, what are you waiting for? The part has to be careful. Nearly got killed there by Jagdpanzer 4. And Prestor John also stabilized the north. I would really love to see him just pushing. Like, why is he playing so defensive? moving up some STK sets now to overtake this territory here as well. Take over this territory. Some more half tracks coming in. Support. Would like to see the T-34 moving into this territory as well. Together with some infantry units. Panther D finally goes down, and yeah, that's why I said bring in some AA, not some mortars. Why bring in mortars? Like, you really don't need them. There's no position that you need to mortar here. Because there's like really no cover whatsoever. But now with the Panther D going down, he lost the initiative in the south. Because now there's 3 Panther A's for ZZ. And no Panthers for US Prestor John. Still isn't pushing over here. Like, what the hell? He's usually such an aggressive player, and now he stops being so? To the point where being aggressive was the fast way to win? Really, there was no way to throw it with being aggressive here nearly. Getting Panther A over here with APCR shells. Not getting him killed so far though. Couple of Yak Panthers arriving for US Prestor John. But yeah, ZZ now has forces in the south again. Something that wasn't supposed to happen. Well, I think it's fine that chat is on screen, Kingu, because this way people on YouTube can also see what people are talking about in the chat and what I'm talking about when I am talking to chat, and also people who like just watching on phone can't see without having to split their small screen even further. So yeah, Yak Panzer's still a good position for US Prestor John, don't get me wrong guys, but yeah, he didn't push when the time was right. He still should be able to push the north now though with the mortar half trick and pretty strong forces on his side against like just a couple of infantry units with 1 Pak 38 on the other side for ZZ. Yeah, his mortar usage at least is solid, so yeah, I guess the investment wasn't totally shit. And finally the AA comes in. Yes, JU-88s should keep... Oh no, they don't keep the fucking wolf from attacking. Oh lol. And the fuck wolf actually might get the kill here. Yeah, gets the kill. Oh, damn it. And ZZ starts to get back into his game. Something that wasn't supposed to happen. Kills another, the kids Yak Panzer down here as well. Actually, now he has the better forces in the south. At least Prestor John still has the better forces in the north now. Loses his Ju-88 though to the AA of ZZ. ZZ has a good AA net now. ZZ has similar numbers of infantry and he has better tank forces now. How did we end up here? Okay. How's the Grenadiers being pinned down over here? And Panther A's are engaging as well. Okay, US Prestor John gets back to 13-11 for a second by taking back this flag, but I don't see him holding on the stuff for much longer. At least he killed another Panther over here, so it's not like he doesn't trade at all. But the trades he got in the last couple of minutes down in the south were pretty poorly. Pushes back in the north though. He has to think about reinforcing the north soon, otherwise he might be steamrolled there. And you can't expect Prestor John to always not pushing forward any further. But yeah, that's not the US Prestor John we know. Usually this guy is super aggressive, super spammy. Him stopping at the like that was feeling like he was in Vietnam, not in Vietnam, in Korea, and was like, oh no, that's the demilitarized zone here, right? Cannot cross that. Like that's how that felt. But his push in the north is really nice. Like, he should be able to kill ZZ Dev soon. And yeah, now finally he has AA. The AA is doing a solid job in dealing with the fucking wolf here. Should be able to get a kill? Yeah, gets a kill, and that's an important kill there. Starting to lower the threat from the air there. That was a really important kill for US Prestor John, making the life of his Panthers safer. Hashtag safety first. I guess that's US Prestor John's whole hashtag for this game since the 5-minute mark. Ooh. Oh no, that could end really badly for US Prestor John. This is a really well placed rocket barrage of TZ. Oh. It doesn't kill anything so far. Well, the Malvierfachwerfer doesn't have the biggest rocket, but it has a lot of rockets. But still, I expected at least one of the flak killings to go down, or one of the half tracks, but yeah, nothing died there. But at least the fucking wolf now has a window of opportunity. Doesn't get the kill on the Panther D, but gets some damage on it. Yeah, the J88 is not fast enough to catch a fucking wolf. And the is finally pushing for US Prestor John, and yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, we now nearly, like, that's the last 3 units for ZZ in the whole north. And how many units are these for US Prestor John? Like 30? If you count the half tracks, that's 5 half tracks. That's 5 units, 6 units, so 12, 15, 20, like 25 units. Around 25 units. And ZZ is down to 3. Though he's now really gearing up for pushing the south. I think US Prestor John has chances to hold this. ZZ needs good setup here. Would like to see some reinforcements in the south though for US Prestor John. Will not be the easiest hold, and some reinforcements could really help out. Yeah, he could utterly collapse the whole north now. That's the Grenadiers being the last man standing. The question is for how long. Yes, because that's moving forward. Because of all the infantry. I'd like to see the Stoke leader also moving forward. Because of the Pack 38s moving back in here and stuff. And yeah, also would like to see, yeah, that's what we wanted to see. How interesting to see him saving up for 3 Panther Ds. But yeah, Panther Grenadiers and Panther Ds in the south is what he needs. And then, yeah, the units in the north should be enough to push on their own by now. The Panther Grenadier is nearly down now. But those 6 men nearly saved enough time to already save this flag. Yeah, I guess this flag is also safe for now. And ZZ might also bring in the right amount of reinforcements to just save all his stuff in time. Okay, then Field of Warfare coming back in. Trying to get a kill on the flag feelings. And yeah, killing the first flag feeling. So this was the first really important kill. If you can get the second one also killed, that would be major. Next flag feeling coming in. And yeah, always pairing it with a fucking wolf attack. Panther 8 has to run. He's just not microing just yet. Finally starts moving it, but I don't think it gets out of sight fast enough. Oh, it does. Okay, it actually does get out of sight fast enough. Okay, that was really important. Like second flag feeling survives for now as well. ZZ holds the flag here. And then MG42 keeping the flag over here alive as well. Flag 30, at least one flag 38 moving forward now. I think the Mortars have to move forward a bit as well. Yeah, 3 Panther Ds down here. Might be a nasty surprise for ZZ if he moves too far forward. Stock force coming in over here, but there's the Panther D. Yeah, there's 2 Panther Ds actually for ZZ here, so yeah, US Prestor John has to be careful. I'd like to see him retaliating with some fucking wolves of his own. As he starts to lose the town completely now. Down here. But that's fine. So yeah, we go back to a 12-12, guys. First look went down to Panther. Second one dies as well. US Prestor John finally realizing he has a Stoke leader and some mortars in the back. Moves him forward now. Comes a bit too late. He's going to be here as well. But he still has the superiority in the north. The unit, the numbers are still on his side. In the north. South looks a bit different. So yeah, the Panther Ds might start doing some work now. Opening fire on some flags. That would be a good kill. Yeah, kills the flag here. Now moves in onto the first Panther A of ZZ. I guess engaging some Panther Grenadiers first. Gotta do what you gotta do. Panther A over here, engaging some Panther Grenadiers as well. Another Panther D for US Prestor John. So yeah, really, for everyone who missed cats in the Division 1 game yesterday, you got plenty in this one. You got plenty of big boys, big cats in here. Pack 38 over here engaging a Panther D of ZZ, at least getting a crit on the transmission. Ooh, where's this? No, oh no. Oh, he's out of HE shells, and he's going in there to strafe with his... Okay, no. I thought US Prestor John maybe realized it, but he didn't. Okay, no he did. I don't want to have the mortar half rig up there. And another multitude field of effort coming in. Going for the AA of US Prestor John, and I think, yeah, another flag feeling went down. Only one left standing. So the EAA of US Prestor John really gets battered here. And the fucking wolf coming in for ZZ. Engaging on the Panthers. Kills one, pins down 2 more relatively heavily. Or 1 more relatively heavily. Another flag feeling comes in, but that's too late. Save 1 Panther. The other Panther of ZZ is falling back. But one Panther and one Panzer IV going down. So yeah, the trade in the end still okay for Prestor John. ZZ really relentless with his field power rifles, but that costs a lot of ammunition. Field power rifles ain't cheap in usage. To really train your supply capabilities real fast. And the Carney is coming up over here. Well, they killed a couple of Flag Feeling. They actually killed it. Oh, wow. Last Flag Feeling went down to them as well. So yeah, all Flag Feelings killed by the Rogating Field of Waffers, so they did their job. As that's 110 point unit being killed. And yeah, finally US Prestor John does what I told him to do. Refusing that there's no AA for ZZ in the north. Going for Panther D's himself. He killed one over here as well. Against the Jagdpanzer, got that one. So yeah, with the other one going down now as well. There's no Panther D's left for ZZ in the north. So US Prestor John could be able to push forward with his Jagdpanzer and his Dukes. As there's only Panzer IVs left over and they should lose that engagement. A lot of Panzer Grenadiers here messing for ZZ. This game is really tense, guys. Like, it looked like it was basically over after 5 minutes, with US Prestor John having ZZ on the ropes in the south. But then he just didn't want to finish him. He really wanted to deliver us a good game, not 2 games being over after 5 minutes, so... yeah. Some more Focke-Wulfs lying around, but there's some Flak 43s arriving for ZZ, and those things are beasts. Those are really the best AA pieces in the game, by far. Great rate of fire, good accuracy. Well, they have a lot of artillery. I mean, they have the Fieldwerfer, they have the mortars. They use the mortar. I think US Prestor John also used that for helping out in the tank fights, but mortars are not that helpful against tanks, especially against heavier tanks like Panthers. So yeah. Also, what I'm surprised about is that both of them not having a leader tank in their tank forces, or like a normal infantry leader, to help out with veterancy in the tank engagements. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think ZZ traded those heavy artillery for the field of waffers. I think that's a fair trade, as he got, this allows him to use his Focke-Wulfs against tanks, so he doesn't really need direct tank engagements as much. Yeah, Malpia now coming in again. Might be too late for the Panzer IV though. Nope. Arrives just in time to pin down the Pak 38. Force it back. Well, I guess there's still a Panther D, but that's getting another Panther D and not Panzer IV. Oh, Panther D of ZZ going down. Panther D of US Prestor John. ZZ really wanting to win the south now. Wanted to win badly. Yeah, Field of Wafer not doing much against tanks here. So Panther A was still able to get the kill there. Don't know where this Focke-Wulf is supposed to go. Maybe it's supposed to go down, because I think that's where it will end up. The Focke-Wulf of ZZ shouldn't be faster. I mean, they are at the same speed, so that shouldn't happen. But yeah, ZZ calls it back his Focke-Wulf as well. He's the one taking down US Prestor John, both eye to eye on number of points. Stock Force in the north. Didn't know Viking has Stock Force, actually. Thought they didn't know how many divisions have those. Like usually, in Steel Division 44, those were really rare. Only 17 SS had them. But yeah, they're not as good as they were in 44 in Steel Division 2. So they don't have in range, but the range like compared to normal Stooks, but they still have the extra frontal armor. That's really helpful against Panzer Force, I guess. Lowering the chances of being penetrated by a good margin with the 10 and extra frontal armor. Dark Panzer's over here, helping out to pin down the SMG, and finally US Prestor John takes back the flag over here. Loses the flag on the end of the town here though, and that's always nasty. Losing the entrance to a town is always not great, because that means you will have to fight hard to get back into it. Now goes for another Panther kill. Who might lose his Fucker Wolf though. No. First one escapes. Second one escapes as well. But Black 43 is doing a good job. Ooh! That was a bad time to turn there by ZZ's Fucker Wolf. Getting shut down by the Fucker Wolf of US Prestor John there. Can the Flak 43s get the retaliation kill? Oh my god, that's so close! But it escapes. That was trending back for such a long time already. Thought it would go down there, but it didn't. Survives at the end, so good trade there for US Prestor John again. Killing. So I guess ZZ is down to only 2 Fuckable front attacking planes. Brings in more Flak 43s though, so his tanks should be safe in the future. Also lost another Panther A. So, guess if you play balanced Viking, you have a lot of Panthers. So, losing one is not too bad. Yeah, 122nd has them as well. And someone else has them as well, no? Oh well, now the Finnish have their own version of special stocks. That's what I was thinking about. Like they have the one with the wooden lodges at the side. That also has that has 5 more frontal armor and 10 more side armor. And costs the same as a Stock 3. And even more shells in it, I think. Like, I know. No. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Only the Stock 4 has more shells in it. That's what you paid an extra $5 for. Extra shells and the 10 from Lambo. In the front, they put like inside or outside. I guess outside. Like you cannot put it inside. So they put concrete in the front as well. Like just a small layer of concrete, I guess. Yeah, I guess you have to put it in the outside. So yeah, and then they put the wooden lodges on the side. So yeah, like it makes sense that they have has extra protection. The wooden lodges help for sure a bit in lowering the impact of stuff. And then yeah, I mean it's like with ships back in the day, the old ones when they were still coal fueled, they used the coal as extra layer of armor as well. Which for me sounds a bit wild, like having a flammable material as your way of protection, but I guess if you have so much water close by, that doesn't really matter for your belt armor. US Prestor John, well, let's return to the game. US Prestor John trying to take downtown in the south. Doesn't unload his units though. Oh no. Come on. Unload your units. Okay, gets those out before the panic kills them. Should get these out as well. Now Panzervernichtung engaging a lot of units, so yes, they should go down in a second. Use Prestor now return to the north. Oh! One Focke Wolf going down for Use Prestor John, so yeah, the number of Focke Wolves gets lower and lower on the map. Second one should escape, but also trading heavily. Oh, what? It got shut down over here? What the hell? Okay, so no, it doesn't escape after all. Heinkel 111 coming in. Not trumping its bombs because it lost its targets. Which is unlucky because, yeah, US Prestor really could have needed pinning down the Grenadiers over here. While moving in. Panther D's help out, but yeah, still would have been better without that. Some smoke usage over here. It's easy, still on the 13-11. Split somehow keeps the lead. Panther Ace around the corner here. Kind of a Mexican standoff. And yeah, US Prestor John will not be able to get the town over here. Like 40 moving up. And some more Panzervernichtungen coming in. That was, yeah, I'm really sorry for US Prestor John that he got killed by the caster curse there. Panzer Grenadiers now moving in the north. Panzer Grenadiers of ZZ opening fire, killing quite a couple of units on the move already. Yeah, Panthers killing infantry everywhere. Finally starting to realize that soft targets might be an easier target to shoot on. The wolf over here, gets opening fire on an Heinkel 111, getting the kill before it gets forced back by the flak feeling. So Kazumi finally getting the air war into his favor, back into his favor. Mortars opening fire on ZZ's Panthers. Don't know what I should think about that. Well, yes. Don't know what he wants to follow that up with. Like, firing mortar shells is only useful if you want to follow it up with something, but yeah. Yeah, those mortar shells are easier, much better. We're back to 12-12, so yeah. At least US Prestor John already lost half of his points, so it's easy 1/3, but we're still far away from anyone losing soon. So yeah, we're in for a long game of attrition. So yeah, both sides should start about thinking about the longevity and how to stretch their units out for as long as possible. How to start trading more and more cost efficient. Because as of now, I think the trades are pretty even. Another Panther going down over here for ZZ. Maybe ZZ has a slight edge due to being able to kill off all the AAA. But as I said earlier, that cost him a lot of supply, so his field of efforts are now pretty useless. And if any of his AA units start to run out of ammunition, I might not be able to resupply those either. He has quite a couple of AA pieces though. And he has Gepards, 543s, and 5 buildings. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Focke Wolves coming in, trying to kill the Panther D's, but a Focke Wolf of the ZZ coming in to engage them. Or they can't do anything, and the Panther they were going after actually got killed before they arrived. Oh, you don't want to turn the left way. Ooh, but the one of ZZ gets the kill. The feeling wasn't a good spot to engage it. Yeah, the flak feeling wasn't a bad spot. So yeah, Panther D going down over here. Panzer Grenadiers actually were pretty close to killing this Panther D as well. And somehow captured the flag over here for a second. So US Prestor John just got it back, so it's back to 12-12. Couple more stock force arrive for US Prestor John. As his Panthers still engage infantry. Shooter knocked out on the Panther D over here. Guess it was a side armor hit here. Ooh! Panther D over here getting killed by mortar, I guess. 20mm mortars can be deadly for Panthers. No, I don't. I think the Pack 38 was engaging this Panther. So pretty sure it was the mortar fire. Pretty sure it was the 120mm mortar fire getting the kill there. Like the small mortars, the 81mm. Usually they don't really do much, but the 120mm mortars can kill Panthers and other medium tanks if you have enough of them. And yeah, that's 4 of them, right? Yeah, 4 of them firing constantly. Constantly is not a word. Constantly. Or is it? Don't think so. Yeah, so we have a couple more Panzer Grenadiers arriving for Zizi, who finally tries to push back into this forest. But there's still a lot of health check and stuff for you, Prestor over here. Whose Panther Ace still chew on some infantry of Zizi. And he somehow got the town in the south. Guess the Heinkel 111s helped out quite a bit with that. So yeah, it's a pretty contained 12-12 right now. Yeah, continuously is a word, I know. And I mix that with constantly. And then we got constantaneously. Another tank going down here. I think that was also, yeah, that should have been also to 120mm. Oh no, that was, I think that was to one of those Panthers. So Zizi starts losing his heavy tanks as well in greater numbers. But he still has quite a couple of his big boys around. It might now really be about how deep are your tanks. Because we're a minute 45 now and it's really a big 12-12 here. Like really, really solidified 12-12. Which brings in quite a couple of forces on the north and the south. So let's see how this goes. This Panther force down here could do some damage, as there's only one Panther to stop them. And the unit calling of use Prestor John, yeah, okay, will be important in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, he pings in the Panther A in the north. So that means for next minute he will not have one in the south. And one, like he would need to invest like 2 minutes to 3 minutes into it the south. So yeah, the window of opportunity is relatively large for Zizi. Till US Prestor John can't stop him in the south. This Prestor John really investing into quite a couple of artillery units. Really liking his 120mm mortars. And he does good. He gets good usage out of them. They deal relatively solid damage everywhere. But yeah, doesn't really bring him forward flag wise. So yeah, it's really all about the attrition, guys. I hope US Prestor John can get that in. So we can get to game number 3. But as of now, I still see Zizi a bit favored, as he still has quite a couple of air units, and the AA of US Prestor John is pretty low, and I really worry about the south. Calls in infantry now. The infantry doesn't help you against 3 Panthers. Gets a couple of more kills in the north, but yeah, he needs to get his mortars back firing. start to do that now. Doesn't have any infantry left over here whatsoever. He's in 4 more now, so that's important. He needs more Panthers in the south. Or Pack 40s or something. The northern push starts to come in. Pack 38 out of sight. Down to 1 AP shell anyways. Second one could help out. Okay, so units unload, but yeah, this push looks nasty from ZZ. It's back to 13:11. 15 minutes on the timer for use Prestor John. Some fucking wolf coming in for use Prestor John. You cannot go too deep with it. Has to be careful. Panther engaging onto Jagdpanzer. Gets killed. Okay, so that is that. So yeah, it's only infantry, mainly infantry now. But that was 2 fucking wolves? Okay, they were pretty well stacked. Yeah, it's Stuk 4s and Jagdpanzers versus only a couple of Stuk 4s on the other side. Ooh, but Panzer Venetians are pretty helpful. The US President really needs to unload these infantry units. He cannot afford to lose them in transport. Okay, yeah, that's so now. And that's important. He really needs those units in the north. Hold here. Keep the onslaught of Uzis' units down. To really pin all of these guys. Heinkel 111 for sure can help with that. Yeah, should be able to jump its bombs off. Yeah, back to 12-12. Good hold by Prestor John in the north. Still needs more tanks in the south though. Zizi could pull the trigger anytime now. And yeah, 1 Panther D will not do the job. Or it would be quite a miracle if he would be able to, at least. Might be able to, but yeah. Stuk 4 and Panther 4 able to overwhelm the Jagdpanzer. Next Jagdpanzer coming in. One more Panther A over here. Unused so far by US Prestor John. Would like to see that moving forward. Oh wow. These units are quite stacked by CZ. Stuk 4's A3 shells quite good AoE damage there. As will the mortars. A bit too early, I think, for the black for the Stuk to move forward. Okay, it doesn't move inside of the other Stuk. That would be a death sentence, I think. Yeah, 120mm mortars doing a good job here. Wolf should get the kill. Yeah, does get the kill. Ooh, but Stuk 4 dies to Panthers. Stuk 4 of US Prestor John dies to Stuk 4 of CD. Stuk 4 dies to Stuk 4 is not a really helpful sentence, I guess, in a mirror match like this. That means Suzy has a couple more tank units left here, and he has T-345s coming in now? And that is a card Prestor John had in A phase, so I don't know if he has anything left to deal with those, because he seems to run out of tank forces. So he might not have been packed enough into C phase of those. And yeah, doesn't matter how much infantry you have and how many 120mm mortars you have if you're just getting rolled over by your enemy tanks and you don't have any more AP shells to fire on them, like this Pack 38 literally has. It's down to 0 shells. Don't see that too often, but yeah, happened here. Means that this one is pretty much useless. So yeah, I'm worried for US Prestor John because, like, yeah, he trades pretty effectively at the moment. But I don't know if he can trade cost efficiently enough against, or like, unit efficiently enough against all those tanks coming in. Wolf coming in, trying to deal with a Panther D. That would be a really important kill. Is it a kill? No, only a fallback. And yeah, Wolf has to be careful. Has to get out there ASAP. Losing infinite units and transports, never a good thing to do. Damn, it looks like Prestor John is out of stuff, because he didn't brought in anything in the last minute. That's real bad for him. Because Zizi has good number of stuff on the field, and quite a bit more coming, and he really would need more stuff here to deal with it. I guess 120mm mortars are nice, and so on. But they don't really help. Like, they can kill Panthers, but they cannot kill them fast enough anymore. Come on, Prestor John, bring more in. Have more stuff in your deck. No, I guess 54 minutes is the maximum. Well, now it's 13:11. It starts ticking down once more. Okay, couple more infantry units. Okay, I guess he has a bit more stuff in his deck. And put more infantry units on the other side for Zizi coming in, together with some more Opal Blitz ammunition. Oh no, they're not moving. No, they're standing still. Okay, but they get a couple more Panzer Grenadiers on both sides. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's the reinforcements for Prestor John now. But yeah, he really needs something anti-tank. Something with anti-tank capabilities. Stop the push in the north. And he doesn't seem to have that left in his deck. And his 130mm mortars are also out of shells. Don't know all of them, but yeah, it looks like all of them. Yeah. All of them out of shells, so they are useless as well now. This makes it even tougher for Prestor John to get back in here. Now he also gets his Panther engaged by Puck 40. Puck 40 is totally able to kill a Panther D. Yeah, there it goes. 2 more Panther A's coming up in the south. I feel like this is it for Prestor John. There's a couple of Jeopards, but yeah, I think Zizi realized that Prestor John is out of stuff here. And he starts to push real hard. Brings it up to a 13:11. Wolf coming in. Taking down 7 infantry units. Wolf show Prestor John coming in as well. Yeah, he's out of stuff to deal with all these units in the south. His capabilities of stopping the push in the north are also rather limited. So yeah, don't think he will come back in the next 11 minutes. Sorry guys. But yeah, I think this game is over. And with that, the series most likely. Like, if the game is over, the series, and like if Zizi wins this game, the series is over as well. He will win 2-0 with that then. And then like advance to the semifinal against Gonzo. This Prestor John is not giving up though. As yeah, it's the round of 6. You don't want to leave any chances, give any chances. Losing or giving away spot in the semi-final for doubling your prize money, or at least doubling your prize money. Heinkel 111 coming in with the bombs in the south. Drops it. But yeah, he doesn't have enough planes to fully rely on that. Okay, someone really driving fast out there. Guess if the streets are empty because everyone is inside for Corona, that's the best time to be a BMW driver. Or maybe it's the worst time to be a BMW driver. Maybe you love driving 1 meter behind other guys, other people, and really miss that. You know. Maybe they feel lonely now. But yeah, even the mortar is being overrun now. At least they kill the Pokeball, kill another T-34. And they might get out alive. They get out alive this time. But yeah, that's still not enough. He does. Oh, what? What? Where do those come from? Where were those the last couple of minutes? Where does he what? Why does he have 4? There's not a phase D, right, guys? Did I miss something that starts like a phase D that starts at 1 hour or something? Because why didn't he call those Panther A's in earlier? Like, huh? Why does he? What? He had he for sure had the money. What? He brings in more Panther D's in the south. He brings in. He has a supply. He could have used the mortars even more longer. What were you doing, yours, Prestor John? By now, it might be too late to bring this back. He has pushed quite far, and yeah, his mortar numbers are really low now. He really needs he really needed the mortars to be alive. Like he could have just moved them backwards as well. Like what? Okay. So yeah, we have a couple of Panther A's. A couple of Panzer Grenadiers. Well, he was clearly clicking around, but yeah, he just didn't invest anything into calling in units, okay. And now, CZ is in a good position to just shut all of this down. Weird. Yeah, I still don't think he will win that, even with the reinforcements now. They would have come 2 minutes earlier, 3 minutes earlier, I think it would have been fine. I mean, there's still comeback potential, but I don't know. I don't think so. So yeah, his mortar half tracks are firing on something. Okay, yeah, trying to kill the Pack 40s over here. Not being on target though. Yeah, his President not really trying to get this home. Get this back onto his side. But it's only 7 minutes now. The clock matters now. Oof! Really juicy hit. And that's why these guys are so expensive, Tiger, by the way. Because most AT rocket planes don't deal much damage against infantry. But those are multi-purpose rockets. You can use them against tanks, you can use them against infantry as well. You remember me casting Lord versus Nilla yesterday, and me being super critical about the usage of AT rocket planes by Lord? That doesn't apply for those Focke Wolves, because you can deal damage, and a lot of damage, to ground units. Well, you said they were overpriced. Oh no, no, you didn't. Gensei said that. Oh, sorry. Then Gensei. Sorry, Tiger. I apologize. Panzer Grenadiers over here. Engaging. Yeah. He has 2 more Panther Ds in the south now as well. So yeah, he has Panthers everywhere again. But he's down to 14-10. And he has to get it back into the next minute 45. And yeah, it's easy. It's just such good defensive positions now with Pack 40s everywhere. Why did he not do anything? It's okay. Oh right, yeah, you're right with that. We didn't saw any off map. Well, I guess Gizumi used another way. Rocket Artillery is pretty much like off map, just on the map. But yeah. Now the mortars of Gizumi pushing pinning down the infantry push of Prestor John. Yeah, he really needs to push now, but he doesn't. He doesn't have the forces. Brings him back to the 13-11. Pushes with his Panther over here. But there's still 2 Pack 38. Oh my god. Okay, they don't see that right now, but yeah. Black 43 gets engaged by 2 Panzer Grenadier squads. Gets killed, so that might be a back to 12-12. Yeah, that should be back. Okay, we're back to 12-12, guys. Panther D over here. No, oh, okay, the fucking wolf actually engaged. Panzer Grenadiers. And yeah, this. Oh my god. Okay, both sides still have plenty of numbers left. I was wrong when I was saying, but those guys might run out of stuff. It's 1 hour and 5 minutes into the game. And they had quite a bit of income by now, but they still can bring in more. Black 40 over here should be killed. Yeah, gets killed by the mortar. But it's 13-11 now, and it's only 2 minutes 45 now for US Prestor John, so he really needs to get a flag. And I guess the north one is the only one relatively possible. So he really needs to move his Panthers in there. He starts to do quick movements now. But yeah, the grind was real in this game. I think ZZ now got this. Like, yeah. Even though US Prestor John was at least able to get it back to 12-12 for a second, this was just. He still can. He has units left. What? Why? I really don't get that. Like, was there any plan behind that? Was he just forgetting to bring in units? Like, oh yeah, they could do that, right? Losing his Heinkel 111s without getting off the payload. Also pretty bad. And yeah, it's only 1 minute 30 now. He needs those 2 flags and he needs them now. And why? Like, situations like this require an A-click. Like, it just choose all the units here and click into the land spawn of your opponent, because that's basically the only way you will win this. Hoping that you somehow can overrun the land spawn of your opponent. Not seeing any. Yeah, okay, he does that now, right? No, he still gives solid orders. Dude, you have only 1 minute on the clock. That's not time for micro. kind of feels like a throw. Like ZZ played amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like he grinded his way back into the game, and like both sides played really, really well. The air play was nice. The A play was nice. The tank combo was not amazing on both sides, but they both knew they had numbers, so it wasn't too bad there. He might actually get the flag back in here, but he will not get the flag back here in time, I think. Or will he? It's only 17 seconds. No, I don't think that Panther A will arrive in time. If he would have done that 20 seconds earlier, he might have. Yeah, that like 10. What I'm talking about, 10 seconds. Like he's 10 seconds away from here, but we'll pick down. Yeah, GG. Use Prestor John not macroing hard enough in his late game. And what? Ooh. He was 1,500 points ahead, and he lost that game just by not moving in there. Oof. Big oof. Like, I expected like 500 points ahead of Prestor John because he killed a lot of Panthers in the late game, but I didn't expect 1,500 points. That's oof. But yeah, I guess we have ZZ in the semifinals, guys, and he's worthy of being in the semifinals. So, not like this was a bad game or anything out of him. I mean, the chronology for Use Prestor John was so amazing that it was crazy that ZZ actually got back in here. But yeah, this was Use Prestor John's game to lose, and he somehow managed to do that. And like even in the late game, he could have still turned it around by just panicking a bit. Like I usually tell you guys not to panic, but that was the point to panic. But Kategozumi ZZ moves to the semifinals, and yeah, let's show you the brackets for the semifinals because we have that finalized then now with a 2-0 victory for Mr. ZZ. Oh no. What did I click there? We have Gonzo versus ZZ in the lower row of the semifinals, and then we have Sean versus Nilla. So really looking forward for those games. Really looking forward for those. And yeah, hope you guys do too. That's it for today. We'll end the stream with an ad break as usual. Consider watching through it, so you support the channel with a bit more ad money, ad revenue. That will all go into the prize pool. And yeah, thanks for all the follows. We are at the lovely number of 269 followers. Hashtag 69. Have a good night, have a good weekend. Or a good Monday morning if you're somewhere in Asia. And yeah,